Hi guys, and welcome back to another Cricut video tutorial. In this video, I will be showing you how to make this Valentine's Day emoji card or emoji booklet. With this booklet, you can put the emoji on one side and write a personal message on the other side. So let's jump right into it. First, what you want to do is go over to my blog, insideoutline.com, sign up to the free resource library so that you can get the design file. What you want to do is to click the upload button, upload image, browse, find the SVG file, and then click open. Here you can see all the emojis and all the pieces that you'll need to create this project. So then click upload. Click on that image and then click add to canvas. Okay, so everything is grouped together right now. So what you want to do is click the ungroup button. And then first, what you want to do is to just select Happy Valentine's Day and then flatten that. And when you do that, that's going to change it to print then cut, as you see here in the top right corner. Then what you can do next is to start attaching all the light colors. If you don't attach, then all of the black pieces will just be cut however, and you really won't know which piece is which. So I like to keep the faces together, but then click the attach button. So I will go and do that to all the black pieces. Okay, and so then for the pieces that have red and black, what I want to do is to ungroup those. And then for this one, I'm gonna select both of the hearts and then click attach. And then I don't need to attach the mouth because it's just a black piece by itself. And so for this one, I'll click the ungroup button, click both of the eyes and the mouth, and then click attach. And then I want to click both of the cheeks and then click attach. And so I'm just gonna continue with the same process. And don't forget about this one up here. This is the emoji that's going to go on the front cover of our card or booklet. So be sure to ungroup this one and do the same thing. Okay, so I think this all looks good. Everything should be attached. Obviously, if it's not, then when you come back over, you'll have to go and fix that whenever you click the make it button. So what we're gonna do next is to make duplicates of this yellow piece, and we're gonna do our score lines as well. So what I'm gonna do now is to just zoom out some. I'm gonna bring this down below, and then I will zoom back in, okay? So I'm going to select that line, and we actually have two lines. So select one of the lines and the yellow piece, and then just drag it down, okay? So the line, we're gonna change it to a score line. So click on the line and then change it to score. And do the same thing to this line down below. So working with this top piece, all we need to do is make some duplicates of the score line and make sure that it is center. And what it's going to do is to cut or to score right down the middle of this card. And you will see that this is where our little holes are going to go. And we're going to tie some ribbon through those holes to keep the booklet together. So I'm just going to create a few duplicates of this score line just so that when it scores, it can score really well and it will be easy to fold this card or this booklet. So I made 5 more duplicates, so I have 6 score lines total. So what I want to do next is to select the card and all the score lines, come up top and then click center horizontally, and then click align again and then center vertically. And then you want to click attach. Okay, so coming down here, with this yellow piece, we will be able to get two of these yellow pieces on one sheet of cardstock. If you're using 8.5 by 11 cardstock, you'll be able to cut out 2 of these yellow pieces on one sheet of cardstock. So what I'm going to do is to just make this score line a little bit shorter. So I'll change that to 3, and that should be good once it's all centered. So select, well, before we center, make your duplicates of your score line. So select the score line, and I'm trying to select it. Okay, so I had to come over in my panel to select it. And then I'm going to make 5 duplicates. I have 6 score lines total. Select your emoji pieces and all of your score lines, and then go up to align and click center horizontally, align center vertically. Okay, now that looks really good. So then you will click the attach button. And now, because we will have 9 emojis total, we need to make some duplicates. So we're going to make 5 duplicates of this, or 4 duplicates to have 5 total. Okay. So if everything looks good and you've made sure to attach all of your black pieces, and then, everything else looks good, what we're going to do is to click the Make It button. Here you can see we'll have to print then cut first, and then you can see your black mats. Obviously, you may need to rearrange this a little bit to size it up to the sheet of cardstock that you're using. Again, I mentioned earlier, if you're using 8.5 by 11 sheets of cardstock, you need to make that change over here. And you may need to move some pieces to some other mats as well. And so then we have our reds, and then we have our yellow pieces as well. So then once you're ready, you'll click the Continue button. Then to print, you will click Send to Printer, Use System Dialog, and then click Print. And you may need to minimize your screen. And then you will choose Best Quality and then click the Print button. So now I'll hop over and show you all the materials I'll be using.
So these are all the materials that I'll be using for this project. First, I have some ribbon that I'll be using. I got this ribbon from Michael's, but you can get some ribbon from anywhere that you can find it. And this ribbon is 1/8 inches wide. I'll also be using my Barely Art glue to glue down all the pieces. I have these foam stickers that I may or may not use, but I just put them here just in case. And then here you can see I have all of my cardstock, and I do want to point out, as you can see, I am using some scraps of cardstock, so always be sure to keep your scraps just in case you can use them for a different project. So what I'm going to do now is to put this into my printer and cut out the print then cut piece, and then load the rest of my cardstock onto my mat to cut out my design. Hey guys, so I am back and all of my pieces have been cut out. And after I got done cutting out my pieces, as you can see, I had placed them over here on just a regular sheet of cardstock, and I was laying down all the pieces, but I mean, what I think I'm going to do, or what I did afterwards, was to create this little emoji Valentine's Day card layout. So basically, once everything is done cutting, when you take it off the mat, you'll just place it on here on this sheet. So this sheet is available in my free resource library, and it's in the design file for all of this whole entire Valentine's Day card. So I obviously don't need to transfer everything over right now, but I just wanted to let you know that this is available to help you sort out all the pieces for your Valentine's Day card. Okay, so I'm just going to pull over my other pieces. And my print then cut function on my printer, or I guess the printer cut right, but I need to probably calibrate my Cricut machine because it looks a little ugly. You see that cut? So anyway, I'm gonna work with what I have. So that's that piece. And then you can see these are all the pieces for my emojis. And then this is the card. So I'm just gonna fold all the pieces. And then I am going to put them inside of each other. Okay, and then I am going to put the yellow pieces inside of the black piece and then use my ribbon to tie it together. So to do this, you just take one end and stick it through one hole, and then you take the other end and stick it through the other hole, and just pull it, and then flip it over and tie a knot on the back side. And you do want to make sure to tie a couple knots, because I did a test earlier, and this is actually my test Valentine's Day card or booklet or whatever you want to call it. And initially I had only tied a loop or tied up one knot on the back side, and the ribbon came apart. So I think on this one I tied about 3 knots, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna finish tying the knots on this back side. And I know I tied a bunch of knots, so then I'll take my scissors and cut that little piece off. So I have these 2 little pieces of the ribbon left. So now what I want to do is flip the card over. And what you're going to do is to glue down one of these pieces to the back side, so that when you open the book, you immediately see the first emoji. And then you're going to do the same thing on the back side, so that once you get to the last one, you immediately see the emoji over here and the words over there. So I'm going to take my Barely Art glue and just put some down. Okay, so I have that side glued down, and now I will flip to the back and do the same thing. And then press it down. Okay, so this is what I guess I can call this a booklet. I've been saying it's a Valentine's Day card, but I guess card, booklet, whichever you prefer. So I'm just gonna fold it over. And voila. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is to basically just start taking my pieces and gluing them down onto my my Valentine's Day card. And I will just use this sheet for reference so that I can make sure all the pieces are laid down correctly. And then on this side, you can write your personal message. Okay, so all my inside pages are done, so I will just flip through so that you can see it. That's the first page. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the cover. Okay, so this is the finished card. And again, you know, when I flip through the pages, you can see all the emojis on the left side, and on the right side, you can just write a personal letter. Some of my emojis they don't look so good, but others look really good. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Please be sure to leave any questions or comments down below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.